Alright, I'll watch.
Notable campaigns.
Vulcan, you should watch too, because I'm gonna play your favorite commander. If it wasn't for the fact of how incapable it was.
Oh, we're talking about my my dual minigun commander. Or not minigun, but the well, yeah, no, burst cannons, dual burst cannon commander.
There's a problem.
What?
That color scheme is atrocious.
Right now, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck the playstyle of these jokers are. But I know that they've got this crazy bullshit with their stuff where when you're doing Red Corsair detachments and you have a lot of Chaos Marines in the detachment, you get a crap ton of extra command points to use.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a feeling the Red Corsairs are going to probably be I got a feeling they're going to be a very meta-gamed out Chaos Marine group. Just because it's like, hey, look, we're gonna fill up our detachments with Chaos Marines, and then we're gonna sit there with like 30 plus CP, just bam, you know, command abilities left and right, re-rolling abilities, and all this other shit for fucking days. I'm gonna actually go back to the spot. Top 5 standouts from Chaos Marines, 2.0, blah blah blah. Oh, that was another thing that they did. They gave a buff to the Havocs. Plus, Chaos Marines got a new big model called the Lord Discordant, and he looks almost like a Chaos like a Chaos Warpsmith.
Mm-hmm.
Riding on like this 6-legged like beast thing, and he's wielding a chain glaive.
What's the beast look like?
It's really hard to describe. It's 6-legged, kind of like the Venom Crawler, but it's really weird. Because it looks just as equally like, I mean, I just sent a picture of the Lord Discordant so you can see it. But he's a brand spanking new model.
There they are.
You want to know what one of his special little tricks is? He's got something called Aura of Discord. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made by vehicle units while they are within 6 inches of enemy models with this ability. In addition, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made by Legion Demon Engine units while they are within 6 inches of any friendly Legion models with this ability. He's just straight up a model that is meant to buff your demon engines and debuff your enemies. See, Red Corsair Chaos Space Marine. Yeah, I know. We're actually really excited to see Chaos Space Marines and a Chaos Space Marine list too. Red Corsairs are perhaps the best option for them as troops for the bonus CP you can rack up. Their Legion trait, I think this is their Legion trait. Red Corsairs, Raiders from the Maelstrom. The Red Corsairs are consummate raiders with vast resources at their disposal. When they emerge from the warp, they strike fast with overwhelming force to achieve their objectives before the enemy can respond. Units with this trait can advance and charge in the same turn. In addition, if a detachment contains 3 more units with this trait, that detachment's command benefits are increased by 1 command point. That detachment's command benefits are increased by 3 command points instead if it contains 3 or more units of Chaos Space Marines with this trait. I think if I was to play Chaos Marines, I'd probably play Red Corsairs. Because fucking Space Marine space pirates. See, if you need a CP battery, these guys are looking like a pretty strong option. And as Abe pointed out, you could run two 5-man squads and a 20-man squad to activate these extra CPs, and then spend them to regrow the 20-man squad using their stratagem. Hey, I'd be shocked and thrilled to see a list with 30 Chaos Space Marines on the tabletop, and these guys do that. On top of that, currently, there's actually a misprint in the 2.0 book. Okay, so the next thing in this, 65-point obliterators, for the next 2 weeks at least. Okay, here's the deal. There's very clearly a misprint in the Codex Chaos Space Marine 2.0. The points cost of the obliterators is copy and pasted from their previous book, which puts them at 65 points. We all know from Shadowspear that they should be 115. But because of how the publications work, until it's eroded, the players are going to have the option for the CSM 2.0 point cost with all the benefits of the updated rules. Honestly, what I think it is, I don't think that's a misprint. I honestly do not think that 65 point cost is a misprint in the book. I think what it was is they saw that the 115 points that they had on them in the Shadowspear book was too much, and they eroded it back around to 65 in the 2.0 book. But if it really is a fuck up, we'll see it when they errata it back around. And then the Havocs, they got something called stabilization talons. So now they can actually move and fire heavy weapons without the negatives to hit. They don't have a shooting negative anymore for walking around with heavy weapons anymore.
So I decided I'm going to play a little bit as the Space Marine Commander, because I actually want to work a little bit towards the achievements for him.
Mm-hmm. But guess what else the Havocs have now?
Fucked up. Alright, hold on real quick, because I'm watching South Park, and it's the episode where they're trying to free the whale to send it to space because the 2 aquarium dudes started talking through the intercom, pretending they were the whale, and Kyle took it seriously. Anywho, all the kids show up to free the whale. They've all got black paint on their faces except for Token, who has white paint on his face. AKA, they've all got black face and Token goes white face.
Well, then he's the belly of the whale. They can calm the fuck down. But I mean, Token.
I just find it so hilarious that South Park has gotten away with so much over the years that most liberals would have ripped normal people to shreds for.
Yeah. I mean, Grant, look at it this way. Comedy Central has actually tried to take the show down before. And you want to know what
way too popular of a damn show.
Yeah, they actually said, we're not going to stop doing what we're doing. And do you know why? We're so fucking popular that if you got rid of us, you
would be in more trouble than we would for our antics.
Mm-hmm. It's like you lose out on more money than you could imagine. It's actually in the same case with Family Guy.
Yep. Because they do some pretty raunchy shit too.
They do some pretty fucking rough shit. But the one thing to them is is the fact that Fox has actually canceled them a couple times before. Mm-hmm. But they bring
Family
them back.
Guy's been canceled like 3 or 4 times. So is Futurama.
Yeah. Granted, Futurama didn't get it quite as bad because Futurama can go pretty far, but they don't go as far as what fucking Family Guy does, where they actually talk shit to Fox in the episode. Like in I think it was like either the first or second season when there was all the shit, the censorship stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And
like the fellas at the freaking FCC.
And he talked shit about Fox, and they're like, I don't think, and Brian's like, I don't think that's a really good idea. Peter's like, what are they gonna do? Take away our funding and all? And he's like, I'm gonna go grab a beer, and then all of a sudden it's just like, it's almost like he's a paper cutout just waddling off to the back, like as if they straight up cut their funding right then and there. But yeah, would you like to hear what the Havoc's new toy is? Frost.
Huh?
You want to hear what the Havoc's new toy is?
Yes.
It's a legit minigun. I mean, multi-barrel rotary autocannon. And it is called the Reaper Chain Cannon. Has a 24-inch range. It is heavy 8, strength 5, -1 AP, 1 point of damage. Fucking strength 5. Granted, you only get one of those guns in the box. So you're not looking, unless you're willing to pay $60 per box of Havocs, just so you can field a group of 5 Havocs with those guns, or I think actually 4 Havocs with guns, you're not really going to see more than one. But I don't know, to me, the fact of all the other things that the Havoc can field, combined with the fact, let's see, they got an extra point of toughness, they're a toughness 5. So most typical armies with their basic, weapons are not going to be wounding them that easily. They're going to be wounding on 5s. Like, to me, these fuckers are well worth the money you put into getting these bitches.
What's wrong with my apothecary build?
Plus, I think they may have got around to doing so. They may have offhandedly ended up doing something to Emperor's Children that I think is interesting. I think they're trying to push them down the route that they've really been needing to be focused on doing to begin with. It actually comes from this description here when it's talking about the chain guns and stuff. Aside from that, Havocs are looking really good as Mark of Slanesh for all those other tricks. Firing again, or even getting to fire 3 times in one turn if you want to drop the command point to make them a part of the devastation pattern. God, that ability is such bullshit, though. Punishing Voltage Stratagem, Chaos Space Marine Stratagem. When up against the Heretic Astartes weapons battery, even the most cunning enemies find every avenue of advance met with heavy volumes of fire. Use the stratagem at the end of your opponent's first movement phase, if you did not have the first turn. Pick a Devastation Battery unit from your army. That unit can shoot as if it were the shooting phase. Like...
God, your mech guys really like to jump around and use their thrusters, don't they?
Oh yeah.
When you're talking about the Tau Commander?
No, I'm playing this right now.
You got it.
One of those moves is just pop, smack, pop, smack, pop, smack.
Oh, you got the Assault Marine squad up there?
I'm playing as the Space Marine Captain.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly why he's jumping all over the place, because that's how you have to play with it when you do it that way. I mean, Tau Commander has a similar situation, but for a completely different reason. Granted, I used the jump pack for assault purposes.
Yeah, so do I.
Because I would just like launch myself, slam down into the middle of a group, and then just start unloading burst cannon rounds into people.
Run, this hurts.
Half the time I regretted it though, because usually I'd end up slamming myself into some pretty bad spots.
Did I just hear Angron say run away?
Yeah, I'm not playing what's known to be a tanky character right now.
So
I mean, they can be tanky, but I'm not playing the build that's tanky. I'm playing the build that's crushing.
I found a Space Marine picture for Frost.
Bloop! Up in the air. Bloop! Down on the ground.
Like, I think that might be a... Black Legion Marine, but still.
I just want my goddamn hammer. Want my hammer. Boom. I am your death. You know what's awesome? I've even got this guy with the black Templar icon on his shoulder. One thing that's impressive about the Space Marine as opposed to some of the others is he doesn't, as far as I know, he doesn't get the armor that makes him unshakable and fearless. Unshakable can't be knocked down, fearless can't be depressed. Practically every other commander unit gets an armor.
Sadly, the Tau commander doesn't have one to give him unshakable.
That's because he has heavy. He has heavy, which prevents him from being knocked down.
Yup. I just wish that he had one that could give him fearless, because suppression is the biggest thing that pisses me off.
I mean, yeah, fearless would be nice, but granted, he's got a permanent cut jetpack situation, as opposed to the Space Marine, who has to actually take the jetpack as an accessory. Fly. No, stay away from me.
Oh, that picture is so satisfying. That picture is so just seeing a fucking Trigon tip up a Ultramarine Rhino.
Logan, you should actually be watching this broadcast, because I'm in a room with a Tau commander right now who's actually doing it. Like, it's me, another Space Marine, and then a Tau commander. The other Space Marine has basically got himself up like a Dark Angel apothecary.
Doing like the shooting marine.
Yeah, he's got the plasma.
Oh, the other dude's doing he's doing dual burst.
Yep. Dual plasma rifle.
Oh, there's
or no, burst rifles.
Yeah, I was about to say. And those plasma rifles, they hit really fucking hard. God, they fire so goddamn slow.
1 round a second. Or one round a second, whereas one round every second and a half, whereas the fusion rifle does it every 2.5 seconds, whereas that, you see, is just
constant stream of bullets that do suppression. That's why I fucking love the burst cannon so much. I remember when we were looking over like guides for how to do a Tau commander, they were like, oh yeah, the burst cannon's not really all that good, its accuracy's not that great. No. And
bullshit, you fire enough rounds for that accuracy, don't mean shit.
I mean, here's how I look at it. Twin linking the burst cannons, usually when I'm seeing, whenever I was unloading shots and stuff, it felt like I wasn't fucking missing a damn thing. And I was always keeping things so fucking spread that it didn't matter, because everything was fucking missing me. That's how I feel about the burst cannon.
Goddamn Catakin.
that's catacombs for you.
Especially when you don't have on shape. You can't run away from them. Because their shotguns do knock back as your
It also didn't help that there was a fucking not a predator but a
Chimera.
Yeah, Chimera just unloading las cannon fire into you.
I'm gonna die, but some of you are too.
Yeah, it's kill a can. That killer can wasn't having shit. Wasn't having anything to fucking do with you.
No, but I was having something to do with them orcs behind it.
You know, I was honestly still kind of sad that they changed. Like, actually, no, the Killicans still the Killican and Dreads are two completely different.
Killicans and Death Dreads are two different. Death Dreads are basically the size of a nom, whereas the Killican is the Killican. It's effectively a dreadnought for the orcs.
Well, actually, funny enough, they're supposed to be the same size. Hell, in the miniatures, they use the same kit. It's just their loadouts are different.
Oh yeah, that's right. Doesn't the Death Dread use like rocket or something?
I think the Death Dread's actually a lot more shooty, while the Killican's like very melee oriented. Like I think the Death Dread has more DACA. Like I'd have to
wipe out some
like I'd have to look up and see what the difference is between the two of them. I don't play orcs. I don't play orcs. I shoot them.
You and me both, brother.
I still love that my first game against orcs was me being down to like 3 models and winning just purely on points while they still had a Gorkanaut and a Morkanaut alive. I'd have to say that the biggest mistake it's going to make is by bringing a friggin' big army of Dark Eldar
The fuck just happened?
for me to big with.
That's some bad lag right there.
Well, you know what surprised the fuck out of me though? When I found out what he was basing as, because he never got around to really the Dark Eldar he's actually going to be bringing me. What he said the base